Hello. Hello. It's the 21st of December. Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. Much like me. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. I'm kind of, this is going to be another sent to a few people type of video, I think. First of all, let me say, a lot of people are asking about the backing tracks and their CDs that were given away 10, 11, 12 years ago with a UK magazine called Guitarist. They did a series called Blues Headlines, different styles and what have you. They did backing tracks on CD, and I've got some of them, and that's what I use. I very much doubt if they're available, but I've heard things on, you know, there are backing track sites on YouTube, some of which are very good, and I've heard similar things on there. So, you know, what I would say to sort of people searching for backing tracks is literally search backing tracks, backing music, and you'll find plenty of stuff. But this video is about the few people who've been kind enough really to ask me to show them how to do things, you know, to do sort of teaching videos. And I've said, you know, I hope I don't come across as being obstructive or anything, but I'm really not the person to do that. If you were here, I'd be happy to go through anything, you know, for as many times as you want. But really, if you want to learn, you're best taught by someone who has been taught. I'm self-taught and pretty much intuitive. Been playing for 40 years. I should be, you know, if I'd worked during that period, worked at it, I'd be infinitely better player than I am. And what I have is kind of a voice on the instrument. But it depends what you want. If you're aiming at, you know, if you're aiming at great sort of jazz players, you need to get theory down. You need to know all the chords. You need to go and look at Freddie M and look at some of his teaching videos. And you need to work, really. If you're aiming at, you know, super shredders, Steve Morse, an amazing player. Really, when you see him play, it's not impossible, obviously. It's just really a ton of hard work, a ton. And now he plays alternate picking, super fast, really clean. But you know, I don't have the now I don't have the time, because I'm 40 years older than when I started. But even then, I had kind of better things to do, really. And I've always played more or less for fun. So now, if you play for fun, then I'm your man. But then, of course, the whole teaching thing goes out the window. Let's talk about a couple of things, maybe. Using Steve Morse as an example, or Hendrix even, a rather more kind of rootsy and a bit more, in some ways, accessible example. You see a film of Hendrix play, and it's like 90% downstrokes, which means, you know, which gives a very sort of consistent, very strong and very consistent sound, note for note. It's very difficult to do, you know, unless you kind of start as you mean to continue, and I play a mixture of up and down strokes. And because I'm a lazy player, I suffer perhaps from inconsistency of tone, note for note, except that I've elected to consider it as variety. So I'll use a pick and middle finger in lieu of string skipping, which I can't do. And the sound, it's not going to be so obvious on YouTube, I'm sure, but if you sit down and really listen critically to yourself, you know, you play with the flat of the pick, or the side of the pick, finger, nail, pad, they all sound different, and it just kind of jumble up different sort of picking. Jumble up different attacks and different volumes and different angles and this and that and what have you, and the inconsistency becomes variety. And the variety, given that I'm not looking to play super fast anyway, the variety becomes quite expressive. It becomes, your playing can become more vocal. Example of nothing at all there really, but you know, this is just something that it's just bloody fun really. And another thing, you listen to Frank Zappa, it's like a 10-minute guitar solo, and he will not play the same phrase, certainly won't play the same riff, the same phrase, possibly even the same two notes twice. Something flashes by and you think, wow. And but he won't do it again, unlike a mere mortal like me, who will do something over and over again. And what you can do when you do things over and over again is you can do different things. Blues is already quarter tone music by virtue of the bends, so you might as well play with the bends. All of those notes in there are available for you to stop at and linger on and enjoy. This has been really useless. I know this has been really useless, and it will, I hope, illustrate that the people who ask me to teach them things are barking up the wrong tree. But believe me, I would if I could, but I just can't. I just can't. I couldn't listen to a track of mine and reproduce the intro or couldn't do it. So, with apologies and best wishes and all of that to everyone, what I would say to everyone is, whatever you do, wherever you do it, however hard you go at it or gently, have fun. Alright? Have fun, and I'll see you all soon. Okay, take care. Bye now.